time of year, we're cutting back lots of growth, and it reduces by about 3/4 in the garden, and there's lots of stuff to take away. But I also like to keep some stuff, and even though it looks dead, it's nice for the wildlife and the biodiversity, and it's good to keep some stuff. But today I'm cutting back this clematis. My garden's not always been like this, and it's been many years in the making. And in this video, I just want to show you a little bit about how I've developed the garden and some photos from the past and some of the blood, sweat and tears that's gone into it. So I hope you enjoy this video. One of the things that I love about gardening is that it encourages you to explore so many different areas: biology, ecology, geology, meteorology, chemistry, and as well as all the sciences, it also is an art form. Understanding form, texture, colour and spatial awareness are all important skills that develop over time. I love the fact that my garden offers so many different experiences, and I'm going to make a series of videos that hone in on these specific areas. At this time of year, mid-November, the garden does start to reduce in preparation for winter, but there's still some plants that give a flash of colour or amazing form, and as I say, even some of the dead and dying plants still give a lot to offer. However, whilst it's relatively quiet in the garden, I want to explain how my garden developed since we moved into the house 20 years ago in 2005. When we bought the house, we knew that the garden was long. It was so long we weren't even sure how long it was because it was completely overgrown, and I expect this put a lot of buyers off. However, for me it definitely presented a challenge, a blank canvas, and we were able to get the house at quite a good price at the time, and I reckon that was based on the amount of work that was needed in the garden. When we moved in May 2005, amongst all the overgrowth, I remember there being self-seeded aquiledias, which I thought were beautiful. One of the first things I did was I bought a petrol lawnmower, which became my best friend, and we started to hack back at the overgrowth, initially just to try and make a pathway from the house to the back of the garden. But in doing this I uncovered some paths and the foundation of a greenhouse which told the story of a hidden garden that had once been loved and cherished. I soon realised there would be loads of opportunities for restoration, and not just a blank canvas, but restoring things to how they were as far back as to the late 1930s when the house was built. When I did reach the back of the garden, we found an old rickety shed, but I nearly put my foot through a big hole, and I thought, what's this? But it turned out to be an air raid shelter from the war. And over time I've managed to excavate this and get it back to the condition it was when it was first built. It's a fascinating example of a World War II air raid shelter, but I really just want to make a separate video about that because it's something by itself. There was loads of ambition and vision needed for the garden. It was clearly the worst garden on our whole street, and it needed loads of work. I had continuous bonfires nearly every week to try and burn all the debris, probably to the annoyance of most of my neighbours. Then I got a spade and decided to dig a small veg patch. It was only about 3 meters by 3 meters, but over the next few years I extended these patches so that some form was created, and I also got some tasty produce as a result. I focused on things that were easy to grow, but also a lot of legumes that would fix nitrogen out of the atmosphere and convert them into nitrates to improve the quality of the soil. I've got so many plants from friends and neighbours, and always had a nosy at the local plant fairs and the reduced sections of garden centres. I've managed to get loads of stuff off eBay, and I always look out for a bargain, so it's not cost loads of money to get to where I've needed, so you can do it on a shoestring. My hope is in producing this YouTube channel you can be inspired to develop your own beautiful garden, a place where you can sit back and relax, surrounded by nature and calm. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and look out for further videos in the not too distant future.